Good afternoon, I'm Rhys Wicks with 2 NURFM Hunter News. Newcastle police are appealing for information after a 22-year-old man was bashed with timber and a steel pole in Mayfield. The man was outside his Corona Street property at 3:45 yesterday afternoon when 2 men emerged from a blue Holden Commodore and began threatening him. The victim attempted to run back to his home, tripped over a cement block, fell and was then attacked with the weapons. The perpetrators fled before emergency services were called. The 22-year-old was hospitalised for lacerations to his face and back but has been discharged. Anyone with information can contact Crime Stoppers on 1800 333 000. The remediation process of the site for the Hunters Next Hospital still remains unanswered. It's reported the landholder says it will take many years to clean up the former brickworks at Metford, putting the government's 4-year timeline for work to start on the project in question. Cessnock MP Clayton Barr says the Minister for Health and the health departments have turned this project into one of the Hunters' biggest failed secrets.
It's impossible to say when work's going to commence on the new Lower Hunter Hospital. The entire project has been shrouded in secrecy and commencement dates are no different.
However, Parliamentary Secretary for the Hunter, Scott McDonald, says he cannot comment on a time for completion due to the largeness of the project.
I certainly can't give a comment about the timing of when something might be completed, but that's, as I say, that's a large project and it has to be done properly and it has to be done to the condition that a hospital is ready to go.
A Newcastle councillor has shown support for the potential merging of Newcastle and Lake Macquarie councils. Brad Luke believes the merger is a no-brainer and would deliver substantial benefits to ratepayers. He says the public need to keep in mind mergers can have teething issues which can take time to work out.
What you do is you learn from those mistakes and you correct around them. And if there's something that doesn't work perfectly, you adjust for it. However, you don't throw an idea away because of ridiculous arguments like that. The vast majority of those mergers in Queensland have been great, but they did have to make some adjustments in some cases. And that's right, that's what they needed to do.
A new initiative to close the gap between Aboriginal and non-Aboriginal Hunter residents' health prospects is now up and running. Hunter New England Health's Healthy, Black and Deadly program aims to curb the higher prevalence of chronic disease Aboriginal people experience. Aboriginal Health Director Tony Martin says healthy lifestyles, early intervention, knowledge and behavioural change are all on the agenda.
We want to empower Aboriginal people to make better lifestyle choices, particularly in the areas of nutrition, physical activity and health screening check. It's important that people do get a health check. Go to your local GP, go and see your Aboriginal health worker, your local nurse.
Sport for our sponsor, Warners Bay Sports Club Fishing Expo, September 13.
The Newcastle Knights are closing in on coaching candidates with more interviews being held this week. A number of coaches have already interviewed for the position and another 3 or 4 expected to be questioned over the next 2 days. The Knights Football Committee will recommend 2 candidates to the board after a round of second interviews next week. Adamstown's Rory Walker is gearing up to represent Australia in the all-schools under-16 hockey side. The 16-year-old will tour South Africa midway through next year after his impressive efforts earlier this month. Walker scored 7 goals for New South Wales all-schools at the School Sport Australia Championships, earning his selection in the side. And Toronto's Nathan Green is set to return to competitive golf this week, appearing alongside a number of Hunters golfers, including Jake Higginbottom and Aaron Townsend at the Queensland Open. That's sport. I'm Christine Sheridan.
2 NURFM News Time is 12:10.